When I was about to sign out from my 1 year mandatory youth service NYSC in the country that I reside in, I went to the principal's office, and the VP saw me, and she was asking me, okay, so what next and all that. So I told her that I started a food business, and in Yoruba language, she said unta unje, meaning you are selling food. It is not what she said that mattered. It was the attitude in which she said that, of all things, a graduate selling food. And I was like, yes, I'm selling food. And she just said, okay, you know. But at that moment, I felt worthless. I felt like, am I really selling food with my degree? Am I really going into the food business with spending 4 years in the university? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for tuning in. So today I'll be talking about dealing with unsupportive family and friends. And our scriptural reference will be taken from Psalm 121 verse 1 to 4 in the Easy English Bible. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So the first thing I want you to bear at the back of your mind is that not everyone will support you, no matter how successful you are. And we should always come to terms with this, because it's only you that understand your assignment, it's only you that understand what you have been called to do. So it is okay for people not to support you. It's okay for people not to understand what you are doing. It's okay for people to doubt you, because sometimes it might be that they are projecting their insecurities. It might be that maybe they've tried something similar and it didn't work out. So it is okay. We should always come to terms with people not supporting us. And we should also please remember that don't be bitter at people not supporting you. The fact that they don't support you, I said in a video that I made some time back that it doesn't mean that they hate you or they are bitter against you. No, it might just be, as I said before, they may have tried that before, from personal experiences, and it didn't work out, and so they feel that, oh, it will be the same for you. So we should always come to the terms that people might not support us, people might not understand what we are doing, people might even actually tell us that what we are doing is insignificant. But learn to remember your why. Learn to remember why you are doing that thing. Learn to remember the purpose and the reason for which you are doing that thing. Your purpose will always be a driving force. Your purpose will always be a fuel and a motivation to do whatever you are doing, no matter if you have support or not. I'll give you a quick story, a quick personal story. When I was about to sign out from my 1 year mandatory youth service NYSC in the country that I reside in, I went to the principal's office, and the VP saw me, and she was asking me, okay, so what next and all that. So I told her that I started a food business, and in Yoruba language, she said unta unje, meaning you are selling food. It is not what she said that mattered. It was the attitude in which she said that, of all things, a graduate selling food. And I was like, yes, I'm selling food. And she just said, okay, But at that moment, I felt worthless. I felt like, am I really selling food with my degree? Am I really going into the food business with spending 4 years in the university? So we should always ensure that we don't allow people's insecurities to get to us. We should always ensure that we don't allow people's doubts and doubts about us to get to us. If you have a strong why, it will always keep you going. And I just remember that this is what I love to do. I just have passion for cooking. I have passion for just bringing together raw materials and making it into a deliciously made meal that I just enjoy cooking for people and seeing people take satisfaction in eating my food. So when I thought of that in the incident, and I thought of, okay, why did I actually start this thing? My why was able to counter any insecurity that the woman projected on me. So always know your why, and don't be bitter at people that don't see reasons with you. Don't be bitter at people that don't see eye to eye with you. It might be that they're not come to that level of understanding as you have been. So we should always learn to give room for people's insecurities, but also learn to even as we are trying to give room for people's insecurities, we should also learn to detach ourselves from any form of projection of insecurity, because whether you like it or not, our hearts can be very fragile, and if we do not guard it as the Bible commands us, we would notice that these insecurities will start to get to us. The second thing I want us to know is that appreciate every support system in your life. Stop focusing on the negatives. Also, when I started my YouTube channel, I was thinking, oh, am I really, is this what I really want to do? Do I want to bring my face up here? As I said before in a previous video, I'm not somebody that likes to, bring my face to the internet. But when I thought of purpose again, purpose, why are you doing this thing? Your purpose will always override any form of insecurity. I will say that over and over again. So when I thought of it, and you know I discovered that my why was strong enough, and that was what kept me going. And also I had a very strong support system. I cannot thank God enough for my family members. Like, those guys are the real MVP. My mom, when I started my food business, this woman will patronize me. She would order food of over 50,000 naira and she will pay in full. And sometimes I want to give her discount. She would tell me, Ayo, see, there is no family in business. That was one thing that actually made me, to be disciplined about, doing business with family. That there is no family in business. She would pay me in full. She would encourage me. She would refer me, to her friends, and that just encouraged me. And when there were a lot of doubts and a lot of confusions if that was what I really wanted to do, my family really encouraged me. They will eat my food. They will hype me even more than there's sometimes that, because I'm my biggest critic. So sometimes I would eat a food and I will know that maybe there was a little curry in this thing, or maybe the pepper was not enough, or maybe I should have added a little bit of ginger and garlic or something. I would know that there is something missing, because I would definitely know. I'm my biggest critic. If something is not good, I would know. But my family will hype me in such a way that, in fact, I'll be wondering that, am I really the one that cooked this food? So I'm really grateful for my family, and you should always, focus on the people that support you, focus on people that, cheer you on, and do away with the negatives. Also, my sister, she's also a big support in my life. My food business, the name Made by Luscious, was actually a name that my sister came up with. I remember when I started cooking for them. Before I started the business officially, I started cooking for them to practice and all that, and she just called me, Luscious. So when I wanted to create my account and brand my business, she just said, okay, why not Made by Luscious? And that was immediately how the name came up. My logo, my designs, she was one that designed them. When I wanted to start my YouTube channel, she gave me a camera. My family have been very supportive, and I'm so grateful for them. When I started this YouTube channel, if you notice, the first 2 videos or so, first 3 videos, the audio was not really good, because the microphone that I was initially using was not good. My mom would tell me that, oh, Ayo, that microphone you are using, why can't you change it and all? Just giving me feedbacks and encouragement. Sometimes I will feel like, am I actually making sense with what I'm saying? My mom will come and tell me, oh, I was so encouraged to comment on my videos. I'm so grateful for my family, and I am really grateful for them. I'm grateful for my friends also. There was a time that I was literally done with this YouTube. I was literally done with creating YouTube videos. I was tired. I was like, with all the effort I'm putting, I'm not really seeing results and all that. Then one of my friends, as if she knew what I was thinking about, because it was on a Thursday evening, I guess. And usually what I do is that I edit my videos from Wednesday, Thursday morning, and by Friday it is already uploaded on YouTube, because Nigerian network, you cannot afford to wait till Saturday to upload it, because the network might take a day to upload your video. So what I did, I upload my video ahead of time. So on Thursday evening, I had not even edited any video, because I was already done. I was like, no, I'm not even doing this, I'm tired. I had a video down that I already pre-recorded, but I had not edited it. Then this my friend messaged me, and she was like, oh, Ayo, thank you so much for what you do on YouTube. I am so encouraged by what you are doing and all that. And that was what just spurred me up. Like, it just encouraged me. I was just like, thank you so much. Like, it's as if you knew that I was already done with this YouTube. So like, don't care, please, make sure you upload on Saturday. And that was where I just picked up the video and edited it. So I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for constructive criticisms. It's not every time that people will praise you, and that is okay. We should always be comfortable with getting critiques and all that. So I'm grateful for people that would critique me with genuine intentions in mind of making me better as a person, as a YouTuber, as a cook. So, but when you focus on the negatives, when you focus on people that do not see good in what you are doing, you would think that people that are encouraging you are insignificant. And we human beings, we are naturally predisposed to focusing on the negatives. So it is our duty to always renew our minds and tell ourselves that we should always focus on people that see the diamond in the dust, see the diamond in the dirt, and we should appreciate them, and that would only make us to be more, encouraged to pursue our dreams and do the things that God has called us to do. The third thing I want us to know is that irrespective of the fact that you are focusing on the people that support you, you should not make your basis of motivation the approval of men. Every time that you want to be motivated, if people don't encourage you, you'll not be motivated. That is a very, very unrealistic place to be in, because human beings also have their issues. It's not every time that somebody would encourage you. It's not every time that somebody would come and tell you that, oh, good work and great work. I've come to a realization that the best form of motivation is motivation that comes from God and not from the approval of men. When there are no applauds, when there are no physical applauds all around you, and when it's just you and God and you are still motivated, that is the best motivation to have, because the motivation and the approval of men, it is very inconsistent. But the only approval and praise you want to receive is the praise of God. Is to hear God tell you, well done my daughter. Is to hear God telling you that, oh, you did a great job, thou good and faithful servant. So focusing our motivation or our productivity on the praises of men is a very inconsistent place to be in, because naturally the human beings are not predictable. So will you now wait until somebody approves of your work before you get to work? No, let God be the basis of your motivation. Let God be the basis of why you are doing things. Let the purpose in which God has sent you here on earth be your purpose, be your motivation. So know that when God gives you a dream, it also provides the motivation and the resources to accomplish that dream. God does not call the qualified, He qualifies the called. So most times the assignments and the visions that God has placed in our hearts are so gigantic, are mostly nearly impossible to handle with our human capacity. That is where God comes in. That is where the Spirit and the power of God comes in. Because if we can accomplish those things by our own flesh, then we would not need the help of God. But when we are able to rely on God for the accomplishment of the dreams that He has placed in our hearts, He was the one that placed those dreams in our hearts in the first place. So He's the one that's going to provide the encouragement and the motivation that is needed to accomplish that dream. So always focus on the motivation that God gives, because that will definitely stand the test of time. Then the last thing I want us to say that is also linked to the second point is that always support your family. Don't just support strangers. If your family is starting, if a member of your family is starting something new, support them, encourage them. If it's a business and you don't have the capacity to patronize them in monetary funds, follow them on their social media platforms, comment on their pages, hype them. You might be the only person that believes in them. It might be the reason why they would not give up. It might be the reason why they would want to go a day again, and you want to try again, and you may not want to give up. But when they don't have a family to support them, when they don't have friends to support them, they become discouraged. So learn to support your family, learn to stand by your family. Don't just support strangers. I personally feel that our love should first be given to our family before strangers. And I also feel that if you love strangers, people that are not your family, without showing that same love to your family, it is hypocrisy. So let your family enjoy from the love that you are giving to strangers. Let your family benefit from the encouragement that you are giving to strangers. Encourage your family, prioritize your family, because I can tell you for a sure fact that family sticks closer than the longest friendships. So quick question, what steps are you willing to take to support that family member? That family member, yes, that family member that started a new business, that you are not following their Instagram, you're not following their Facebook, you're not commenting on their page. You have the money to patronize them, but you prefer to take your money outside. That'll be all for now. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comment section, and if you have video ideas, also let me know in the comment section. And like this video if you enjoyed it, comment your thoughts, share it with your friends and family, and also subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Till then, remember that I love you, but Jesus loves you more. Stay blessed. Bye.
Whenever your heart is broken,